Want to make filing your 1099 forms quick and stress-free? In this tutorial, I'll walk you through everything you need to know about filing a Form 1099 NEC online using Tax 1099. If you're a small business owner or someone who has paid independent contractors during the year, this step-by-step guide will clear up the confusion and it will help you avoid common mistakes. By the end, you'll know exactly what a 1099 NEC is, who needs to file, what the deadlines are, and how to complete the process inside the Tax 1099 platform. There are several types of 1099 forms, but the two most common are Form 1099 MISC, used for miscellaneous payments. Now there's also Form 1099 NEC, which stands for non-employee compensation, which is what you'll send to freelancers or contractors you hire. Now here's a simple example. If, for instance, you hire a graphic designer to create your logo and you pay them more than $600 during the year, you'll likely need to issue them a 1099 NEC. On the other hand, if you pay office rent to your landlord, that could fall under the 1099 MISC. Now, knowing which form applies is the first step. So when do you actually need to file a 1099 NEC? You must file if you paid a contractor, a freelancer, or independent worker more than $600 in a year. Now, starting 2026, the 1099 NEC filing threshold will be increased to $2,000. The person or business you paid is not incorporated as a C Corp or S Corp. Now, pro tip, always collect a W-9 form from your contractors before you pay them. The W-9 provides their tax ID number and confirms whether they're taxed as a corporation. Skipping this step is one of the most common mistakes that small businesses make. It can cause headaches in January when you're trying to file. Let's jump into the actual process. Let's start by creating your account. Go to tax1099.com and click sign up. Enter your email and a password to create a free account. You don't pay anything until you file your first form. Once you sign in, click on Forms from the left menu. Next, choose your tax year. In this example, I'll select 2025. Then select the form type, which in this case is 1099 NEC. After that, you'll begin by entering your payer details. This is you or your business. In case of an individual, enter your full name, SSN, and phone number and address. In case of business, enter EIN and business name and all required details. Once you set it up, it's saved for future years, so you don't need to re-enter it every time. Next, add the recipient details using the information from their W-9 form, including their name, tax ID, and address. Just like the payer, the recipient can be either an individual or a business. If you have the recipient's email, you can enter it as well. You'll also have the option to deliver recipient copies through eDelivery, which I'll show later when we submit the forms. Accuracy is important here. A single typo can lead to IRS rejections. Now, after entering the recipient details, you'll move on to the payment section of the 1099 NEC form. Start by entering the total non-employee compensation you paid during the year. For example, $2,000 if that's what you paid the recipient. You'll also see a box for direct sales of $5,000 or more for resale. Now, this only applies if you sold products to the recipient for them to resell. Otherwise, leave it blank. If there was any federal income tax withheld, which is box 4, or state tax withheld, boxes 5A and 5B, enter those amounts here. Though in most cases, these fields will stay at 0. The system will automatically prompt you to opt in for state filing if it's required based on your details. Below that, you'll see the fields for the payer state ID. If you don't enter state ID, the system will autofill it using your payer tax ID. But it's always recommended to add your state ID if you've been assigned one. Now, for most small businesses, the only box you'll really use is non-employee compensation, while the others are less common. After you've entered all the details, click on Save and Continue to move forward. If you need to file another 1099 NEC for a different recipient, you can choose Save and Add New 1099 NEC instead. Now, you're required to send a copy of the form to your recipient. Tax 1099 gives you 3 delivery options. You can choose USPS mailing. You can use eDelivery, which emails the form directly if you have the recipient's email address, after they have provided consent. Or you can simply download the PDF and send it yourself. In addition, there's also a TIN match option. This is helpful because one of the most common filing mistakes is entering an incorrect tax ID number. Using TIN Match lets you verify the TIN in advance and avoid rejections. Now, you also see a state filing option. This only appears if your recipient is in a state that requires separate state filing. Tax 1099 automatically shows you when state filing applies. For example, in this case, one recipient is from Arkansas, where state filing is required as per the details provided. Now, while another is from California, where separate state filing isn't needed. If state filing is required, the system will guide you through it so you don't miss that step. Now, review your information carefully. If you want to check the exact fees, click on Calculate to see the charges based on the services you selected. Once everything looks correct, click Submit. Tax 99 will e-file the form with the IRS and update the status once it's accepted. And that's it. Your filing is complete. Now, the deadline to file Form 1099 NEC with the IRS and send a copy to your contractor is January 31st each year. If the date falls on a weekend or a holiday, the deadline is moved to the next business day. Now, for 2025, the deadline is February the 2nd, 2026. If you miss it, there will be penalties as shown here. Let's discuss a bit about the pricing chart. Tax 1099 uses tiered pricing, which means the more forms you file, the lower the cost per form. For the first 20 forms, it's $2.99 each. If you file between 21 and 150 forms, the price drops to $2.30, and the rates continue to decrease as your filing volume increases. In the drop-down menu, you also notice that pricing is unlimited to 1099s. Tax 1099 supports other IRS forms too, such as W-2s, 1099 MISC, 1099 MISC, and payroll forms. So if your needs expand beyond contractor payments, you can manage all your filings within one platform. Now, to try Tax 1099 yourself, just use the link in the description. And don't forget, you can also use my coupon code to get 15% off. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.